right, fresh mow, it feels so good, but I've exposed some problems. Let me show you. Biggest issue is sprinkler coverage, and you can see it's just caused a lot of thatch. My next step, and I'm just going to take this week by week and kind of do what I can, but I'm going to run a power rake over it, see how far I can get with that. So you viewers at home, I'm going to give you a real quick rundown on the Bluebird power rake. It's a PR18 power rake. This is one of the lower end models. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I've got this one a little bit jerry-rigged here, so bear with me. But these are settings that cause the tines to go up and down. Motor is a very simple Honda motor. You've got your on-off switch. Obviously your cable, turn it on, and then you have your choke and your gas on and off and your throttle. Pretty simple device. Once we figure out the height, then we pull on this lever that engages the tines and off we go. So the biggest issue here is you always want to start with the tines at the highest setting, so that way you don't scalp the grass, and then you're going to work your way down until you actually get to the appropriate setting. Okay guys, so here is my first pass with a power rake and a ton of dead grass in this little lawn. It did pull out a lot of living grass that had thatch on it, and that was to be expected because I've got shallow roots. And if you guys don't understand how big these clumps are, check this out. This is crazy. So it's a lot. And like I said, this strip in particular was that kind of that roadway strip. So I did anticipate I was going to get a lot of live grass coming out of that. I'm going to clean this up real quick and then on to crosshatch. All right, lovely people. First pass is done. I filled up a whole trash can full of clippings, and now I gotta cross hatch it. Pass number 2. Let's go. All right guys, second pass complete, and it's ridiculous. There's so much dead grass in here. I know I'm kind of making this point over and over and over, but the bottom line is you can't get the micronutrients to stir when they're getting choked out. There's no carbon, there's no oxygen. We don't get the appropriate funguses and the mycorrhiza that we need. So it's really important that you remove all this before rebuilding. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up and see what it looks like. All right guys, here it is, second cleanup. Here's the fruits of my labor. I filled up the whole trash can. When I started, that thing was empty. So it's a little ridiculous because guess what? If we get in here, there's still more and more, and I've done a second pass. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm running out of daylight, is I'm gonna take my thatching rake and finish the job. All right guys, so that does it for tonight. I filled up the whole trash can with thatch, and I still don't feel like I got most of it. So just like I preach all the time, these power rakes, they'll do about 80%. So I'm actually gonna end up using my thatching rake to go over it one last time to get out the residual. Now it's getting a little late here, so I'm gonna end up doing that tomorrow. I'm gonna water the lawn tonight pretty heavy, about 50 minutes. I've got too many dry spots and the lawn's under stress, so I wanna make sure I keep it happy. All right guys, so the second power rake's complete. Just kind of wanted to show you, it's kind of what I've been preaching for a while. The power rake machines do a good job, but I don't get it all out. As you can see, there's just a lot here that's left. So I'm gonna end up doing another final rake, but this time I'm gonna use the Thatch Rake and a leaf rake to kind of get it all out. All right, guys, here is my third pass. I did 2 with the power rake and 1 with the thatching rake. And you see, this is ridiculous. Now, I'd like somebody out there to justify me why they think that mulching is a viable option when they're just leaving dead grass. I mean, can the grass really, or the fertilizer really get through this dead grass? Doubt it. Let's do a brief overview. You can see the lawn topically, it's looking happier already. All this dead grass just kind of clouds the color. Now, if we take a closer look, you can see I thinned this out pretty good. Now, the good news is the rhizomes are going to be happy. They're going to breathe. And grass, it's just like a computer virus. It just likes to multiply. So the point is to get it to thicken it up itself. So I get asked quite often what my opinion is on power raking when it's hot. Well, here's the problem I have. This stuff is brown, it's very dry, but it also gets really hot when it sits on the soil. So as the water is coming up to evaporate, this is already hot, stresses out the grass as well. So I just don't like to have it here. I kind of relate to people if you should power rake when it's hot. Well, right now, if you put your hand over your neck and started choking yourself, how well are you going to be able to eat if you really had a good grip on it? So I like to free this up. We get the oxygen going. All right, guys, this wraps up week 1 of my lawn update. We'll catch you on the next go around. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if you like what I'm doing. Don't forget to share these videos. Let's get the word out. Fixing lawns 1 power rake at a time. We'll see you guys.